Hey there, viewers! A healthy gut is important for your overall health and mood. When the microbiome found in your gut is well balanced, every system in your body benefits. Your mood is better, you're able to digest food easier, and your metabolism is at its peak. In today's video, we're going to talk about some foods you should avoid if you want a healthy gut. Why did soy and red meat make it to the top of our list? What about nightshades and eggs? Are farmed fish bad for your gut? We'll talk about all of these and more. Soy. Surprised to see this one on the top of our list? You should be. Soy is usually seen as a healthy food. It's packed with a lot of nutrients that can be helpful for your overall health. But soy goes through a lot of processing before it reaches you. It can affect your gut just like any other processed food. In one study, it was seen soy had damaging effects on the gut microbiome. The results show that soy reduces the amount of healthy bacteria in your body. Limit your soy intake to a few servings per week. Your gut will thank you. Red meat. We don't mean to ruin your next meal, just hear us out. Craving a delicious steak for dinner? Well, your gut would suggest otherwise. There's no doubt red meat is tasty, but it does a lot of bad things to your health, especially your gut. Eating red meat on the regular shoots up your blood cholesterol and increases the risk of a heart attack. But that's not all. Eating red meat often increases the population of certain bacterial strains in your gut. These bacteria are very harmful to your health. Red meat not only affects your gut, but it also increases your weight. Eating a lot of it can lower your immunity. As hard as it sounds, try experimenting. Eat red meat only once a week and see how your body reacts. Sugar. This is going to be the hardest for most of you to cut down on. Everyone knows sugar is bad for you, refined sugar being the worst. But this is not just about refined sugar. Doesn't matter which type of sugar your body consumes, too much of it will end up harming your gut. In one study, participants were put on a high-sugar diet. They all suffered from higher constipation. Their gut also didn't work properly while on this diet. The next time you're craving something sweet, try drinking water first. We often confuse thirst with sugar cravings. You can also try eating healthy snacks between meals to keep your hunger pangs away. It's these hunger pangs that make you eat all those sugary foods. Dairy. Have you been drinking a lot of milk lately? You might want to stop that. People who are lactose intolerant know the effects dairy has on their gut. But it's not just these folks who feel the negative effects of dairy. Even if you're not lactose intolerant, you should reduce the amount of dairy you eat. Research has shown that dairy products can affect your digestive system even if they're a part of your diet for just a few days. That's because dairy changes your gut bacteria. As a result, you'll end up with inflammation and intestinal diseases. We know that cutting dairy out of your diet completely can be really tough. Just try scaling back for now. You can also try dairy-free alternatives like plant-based milk. Corn. Most people eat some kind of corn. After all, it's delicious. The problem is that eating too much of it can cause gastrointestinal problems. This is because of the high cellulose content in corn. Your body's digestive system will find it hard to process the cellulose. It will have trouble breaking it down. Corn usually goes through your system without getting digested. This gives a lot of people stomach cramps and gas. Most corn is genetically modified. This increases the amount of harm it can do to you. If you find it makes you uncomfortable, try eating less corn. Farmed fish. Farmed fish and wild fish taste different. Ever wonder why? Well, that's because wild fish have a more diverse diet than the farm-raised alternatives. This gives them a better flavor. The meat you get from wild fish is much leaner. Wild fish are constantly moving and trying to find food. This makes the meat leaner than farm-raised fish. But these aren't the only reasons you should avoid it. Aside from them tasting different, farmed and wild fish also affect your gut in different ways. Farmed fish are particularly bad for your gut because they're raised on antibiotics. Their food is packed with them. Research shows that when you eat these fish, the antibiotics get passed on to you. Antibiotics don't discriminate between healthy and harmful bacteria. Eating farmed fish means reducing the population of healthy bacteria in your gut. It just ends up causing an imbalance. Eggs. Eggs are a healthy source of protein. People used to think they increased your blood cholesterol, but research has proven that's not the case. Eggs can harm you in a different way. In one study, it was seen that certain proteins in eggs can cause bad gut bacteria to flourish. These gut bacteria end up producing a compound that can cause clotting. Clots increase the risk of a heart attack or stroke. Nightshades. Veggies are good for you, especially veggies that fall under the nightshade family like tomatoes, potatoes, bell peppers, and eggplants. But there is one ingredient in these vegetables that can have a negative impact on your gut. All nightshade plants have glycoalkaloids. Research has shown these glycoalkaloids can cause inflammation in the intestines of mice. It also causes a leaky gut. This can harm your digestive system as well. This doesn't mean you have to completely stop eating nightshades. If you're having gut issues, maybe cut down on the amount of times you eat them in a week. Processed food. Processed food has become a really important part of our diet. It's easily available and doesn't take much time to prepare. Most of us take at least one trip through the drive-thru a week, but eating processed food can damage your gut as well as your overall health. In one particular study, it was seen that gut microbiota was disturbed because of emulsifiers. These emulsifiers are constantly used in processed foods. Several subjects in the study even developed conditions like colitis and other metabolic diseases. If you want to stay healthy, limit the amount of processed food you eat every day. This includes your favorite breakfast cereal. If you want a good breakfast, go for natural foods like fresh fruits, smoothies, or oatmeal. Instead of reaching for canned foods, try cooking from scratch. Gluten. Gluten is bad for your health, and not just for people who are allergic. Gluten is a protein that you get from wheat and barley. Research has shown that having gluten as part of your diet can result in stomach pain and bloating. It can also end up causing fatigue. It's especially harmful to people with celiac disease. If you want to keep your gut healthy, remove gluten from your diet. It's easier said than done, but you can take small steps towards living a gluten-free life. So, what can you eat instead of gluten? Beans, seeds, legumes, and nuts, in their natural, unprocessed forms, are gluten-free. Fruits and veggies are another option. Lean, non-processed meats, and wild fish are also good for you. A gluten-free diet ends up reducing your insulin resistance and can also bring down your weight. GMOs. Genetically modified organisms, or GMOs, have been created by scientists to make sure crops are resistant to pests and diseases. GMOs can help do this in a natural way. Soybeans, corn, and wheat are the most commonly known GMOs. While they can help the crop resist disease, GMOs end up having a negative impact on your gut health. Research shows that eating too much GMO-based food can cut down the population of your healthy gut bacteria. So, how can you avoid GMO foods? Choosing non-GMO food can be overwhelming, especially because GMOs are everywhere you look. But there is a way to avoid GMOs without losing your mind. Buy foods that are labeled 100% organic. Meat lovers should buy meat that says the animals were 100% organic fed or grass-fed. You can find a local farmer to buy your products closer to the source. Shop at your local farmer's market. Most produce there is GMO safe except corn, beets, zucchini, and yellow summer squash. Tap water. It's very important to stay hydrated. You need to make sure you drink water frequently throughout the day, otherwise you'll feel tired and gross. Your organs won't be able to function properly either. We often mistake thirst for hunger. Dehydration can lead you to overeat. Just be careful about the source of water you're drinking. Tap water can negatively affect your gut. It's generally treated with chemicals like chlorine. Research has shown that chlorinated water changes your gut microbiota. This can even turn into serious conditions like colorectal cancer. Your best bet would be to drink filtered water. Artificial sweeteners. Trying to reduce weight? You've probably cut sugar from your diet, but that doesn't mean you rely on artificial sweeteners. They have 0 calories, so it's only natural you would want to eat them if you're trying to lose weight. Unfortunately, that won't be a wise move. Artificial sweeteners can be harmful to your gut. Research has shown they can change the composition of your microbes. It also increases your body's tolerance to glucose. Artificial sweeteners can also end up causing metabolic diseases. Your gut health has a powerful impact on your overall well-being. Your diet plays a key role in maintaining a healthy gut. So, are there ways to clean your gut bacteria? Can certain foods help with that? Let's keep the conversation going with a couple more videos, shall we? Watch 11 ways to clean gut bacteria. You can also try our video on what happens to your gut if you eat avocado every day. Go ahead, click one, or better yet, watch both and learn more about your gut health. Are you planning on cutting any of these foods from your daily diet? Let us know in the comments below.